Alrighty, welcome on in to another Final Fantasy XIV video. This time we're doing the Gather quest, role quest line. So let's see, this guy's old man. That's all I can say. Gray and Gather, I mean old man. He's the one that didn't even want to talk to us when Ropley was introducing everyone. He just didn't want to talk to anyone. You're a man who plucks the finest of the land, offering their own hands. Am I right? Yeah, dude. I do it a lot. Aha! I knew it the moment I set eyes upon you. I share the same passion, in fact. Or at least, I used to. For many happy years did I work in the employ of Shuni's apothecary, gathering only specimens of the utmost quality. Alas, such work wears on the body, and mine has about had its fill. Every day my knees and back make new cries of protest, so I finally decided to leave this business to younger hands. 10 years looks fit to succeed me, maybe even surpass me. I reckon you'd fill my old position at Shuni's apothecary nice. You will fit in, won't you? I'd hate for Shuni to be left alone to prop up such bustling business. Consider the opportunity. I promise you you'd be hard-pressed to find a better man to work for. You can find him at the far end of the marketplace. At least go and see what he's about, will you? And then you walk the other way. What an asshole. I'm old and can't do this job anymore. How about you go talk to this guy instead of, how about I introduce you to this guy? That'd probably be a little bit cooler. Is it a boy bun? It's a girl bun. It's a boy bun. Why do we have boy buns? We didn't need them. Still don't need them. Why are you staring at my buns? Oh, hello there. Apologies for not noticing you. Merchant's work is endless, you see, and I find myself short-handed these days. Yeah, the old fart told me to come collect stuff for you. Welcome to Shuni's apothecary, friend. Are you searching for something specific? Perhaps one of my displays caught your eye. No, the old man sent me to pick crap to go collect stuff for you. He says he's too old to do the job anymore. I could do my own apothecary crap. I've seen that look before. You're wondering just what sort of shop this is. To put it simply, I purvey goods which promote a healthy body and mind. Herbs to cleanse mild ailments, incense to calm the senses, stones to massage aching shoulders, and much more, as you can see. Naturally, this requires the use of various plants and minerals, which possess uncommon, and some would even say mystical properties, which I acquire from discerning and trusted gatherers. However, the flow of goods have recently slowed to a trickle, and I find it difficult to keep my shelves stocked. You may find my selection somewhat wanting, if I'm being honest. So, you must be the gatherer Roper spoke of. Are you here to offer your services? Of course, I'm more than grateful for the help. I hope this is the start of a mutually pleasant relationship, Chaos Fire. Excuse me, but are you the proprietor of this shop? Is it true you are the Shitona tribe? That's another bun boy. Yes, on both counts. What brings you to Shuni's apothecary, friend? I am Uvlo Guswistov. I hail from the village of Kuguma, located on the eastern continent of Othard. I was traveling the three great continents in an effort to expand my horizons when I learned of people similar to the Viera who live in Tyrol. I wished to learn all I could of them, so I boarded the first ship across the sea I could find. Once at port, I asked where I might find any Shitona, and was pointed here. Please allow me to serve you. I can hunt, I can fight, and I can gather. Surely one of my skills can be of use. All I ask in return is for you to teach me about your people. What a day this has turned out to be. One moment desperate for help, the next spoiled for choice. Uvlo, was it? I know you come far, and I can sense your sincerity, but my conversations doesn't fetch so high a price. Simply purchase one of my wares, and we can chat as long as you like. What is up with that creepy smile? Dude's offering to go get stuff for you, and you're just gonna turn him down. I have no money. Not even a single coin. I spent my very last one hiring a ship to bring me here. He hired a shop to bring him there. Ah, then I can't very well expect your custom, can I? Apologies for the interruption, Casfire. Where were we? Ah, yes. Would you agree to a small test of your talents before we begin our work in earnest? Yeah, but how about you give this guy a test too? I suppose I'll be testing you too. This is, of course, assuming you still wish to work with me. Of course, I'm at your disposal. You need only tell me what to do. Then your task is simple. Bring me goods that I can sell to eager customers. There's no better way to take stock of your talents. Junior's apothecary, walk deliveries, unlocked. See, the problem with the crafting and gathering one, so if I go here to like, gathering log, and there's special stuff, side quests, guardian, splendorous, see, you don't see stuff, you just, so these, as far as I'm aware, are only available when you are in the quest itself. Now, shall we get started? I want both of you to head to your Yurkopacha and bring me back an assortment of my most popular staples. Namely, I'm looking for matcha, a plant which imparts unflagging vigor, and springstone, which is used to warm the body and soothe aches in the muscles. You bring whichever is easier for you to gather. Either will sell just as quickly, since this is only a trial. Let's say that 6 or so. Springstones from Yurkopacha. Understood. I shall return with haste. I hope he doesn't hurt himself. Yeah, so you gotta go to him. This will show you your list, so you don't... I want to, like... Oh, let me bring it up. Alright. So if I go gathering log, this is the thing. Like, it's a collectible. But it's not a standard collectible. In fact, you shouldn't find it on any lists. It's limited to, there we go, gathering location. So it's a specialized location just for these quests. They only appear when you're doing this quest, as far as I remember. Yeah, see, these nodes don't normally show up. And if they're anything like the normal nodes, so if they should have items on the normal node plus whatever is there. But to make it easier on crafters and gatherers, well, on gatherers in specific, what they did is, so see, normally just these two will show up. But when you're in the quest, you have to be in the quest for this item to show up, and this one will only show up at that point. So similar to the crafters, you have 2 levels. You have that little yellow collectability 240, and then the green, which is 600. 600 is the one you want to target. And you want to get 6 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then getting extra boosts. I'll just do the same thing again. We're screwed. I don't want that level 1. Gonna kill the node. If you try to do your node without having any moves left, any gather attempts left, then it just kicks you out of the node. So I had one where I didn't hit the 600 right away. Like that again. But on the 3rd try I hit it over, then then I'll use the 1 on your integrity of your node. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But if you don't end up with, if you end up short, I mean, you can go in the orange. The orange is not bad. I'm gonna say, it's not bad, but it's not ideal, and that's what you're looking for, is the ideal item. You want the green so that you can get the most out of it. As you can see, yellow is only 100, 150, 240, 100 purple, 240 coins, and a little under 1 million experience. And then anyone that's 600 or higher is 1.4 million experience. So you get quite a bit more out of there. 120 more coins and 50 more purple scripts. That was quicker than I expected. Let's see. Oh my, this delivery is better than I can imagine. Almost too good, in fact. My customers might have come to take such quality for granted. Hehe. Thank you for your hard work. It's always comforting to see my shelves stocked. What happened to our other bunny boy? He's probably come over here because, he got kicked out of the bunny village. I don't know if that's the same thing in the Eorzea. I know it's in Nordvant on the 1st, but I don't know if it's the same on our shard. I must say, there's no greater reassurance than knowing I have wares to sell. Even though this was but a trial run, you conducted yourself flawlessly. Flawless victory. Truth be told, when I first began this endeavor, I didn't imagine I would sell such a wide array of goods. But health is a goal we all share, and there are any number of ways to pursue it. Take maca, for instance. It thrives in harsh climates of Eurocopacha, acclimating nutrients, accumulating nutrients from its unique environments. It's been a favorite since times immemorial for its nutritional value and invigorating properties. Springstone, on the other hand, is a type of volcanic rock. It retains heat rather well, so after a bit of polishing and warming, you can place it in your pocket or directly on the skin. Even in hotter regions, it's used to relieve stiff muscles and troublesome aches. I know you came to me seeking gainful employment, but you must place your own health first and foremost. If anything ever ails you, I will welcome your custom with open arms. What? That does not make any sense. Speaking of which, I haven't seen Uvlo, have you? I hope he hasn't gotten lost. Judging by his story, he arrived in Tural only shortly before visiting my shop. His confident stride suggested he knew where he was going. But how could he? I'm not going to go look for him. I've returned, Master Shunyi. I hope my deliveries meet your satisfaction. Well, I suppose there was no need to worry. Yes, these are good. They'll certainly sell. Forgive my imposition, but have you been to Tural before, or did you hire someone to guide you? Neither. This is my first time in Tural. I have no money for a guide. Yet this city is home to a great many people. If you ask around for information, you can piece together any puzzle in time. That is, of course, if you have the patience to do so. Does this mean you've reached a decision regarding my employment? With your creepy smile. Indeed, you did well today. So for the time being, I have no objection to continuing our business relationship. Yes, I did it! And of course, I'd like to continue working with you as well, KSFire. However, I understand you aren't the type to stay in one place over long. Let's keep it simple. Shall we? Stop by whenever you have time for a few tasks, and I shall recompense you accordingly. You got it, dude. Then it's settled. Don't be a stranger, KSFire. KSFire? Forgive my rudeness for not introducing myself sooner. I am Uvlo of Kugama Village. I hope to learn much from someone of your experience. Just as I hope to learn about the Shitona from you, Master Shunyi. May we all prosper under your tutelage. Well, I may prove to be a worthless teacher in that regard, but I suppose I can try. As for our mutual prosperity, that depends on us. That is to say, we need to get selling. My customers will be pleased to see my stock. Stock's replenished at last. You mean you got all sorts of crap on your shelves? Greenhorn Gatherer. Greenhorn Gatherer, you crazy little viera. I'll slap you if I was taller and had a stool. Good evening, Castfire. Are you here for more work? I could certainly use the help. Ready to go. Thank you. Having another deft hand at my disposal will speed things along. How's Uvula working out? It's funny, because I just said that before it popped up. He settled into his work rather well, but outside of that, let's just say his complete lack of funds have proven to be a hurdle. Couldn't even afford to lodge himself. He assured me he has no qualm sleeping under the stars. I can't very well have my employees camping in the wilds like common vagabonds. In the end, I invited him to live with me. So you're a couple now? You may not always think ahead, but it's plain that in all other respects, he's quite thorough. Ugh. Excuse me. He's neat and organized and has never once been late, and is ever quick to ask questions when something confounds him. I suppose this is a natural consequence of his upbringing. He says he never lacked for mentors growing up. A much different life than the one I led. The men of my people spend much of their time alone, and as a result, many of us develop habits more lax than not, myself included. Even so, I find his scrupulous attitude refreshing. So, at least in this one, on this side, in Tyrol, it seems that the women run the village still, and the men are kind of pushed out. Is there work to be done? Just so, Uvlo. If you finish taking stock, I would ask that you accompany KSFire to gather a few more things to sell. Of course, working with someone more experienced than myself is always a pleasure. I'd teach you a few things. Good. Today will be very similar to last time. I want you to bring me more of my popular products, namely those that benefit the soul. Firstly, cutting from a fragrant tree that is said to purify the body of toxins. Secondly, a type of amethyst that is treasured in Yacht Tyrol for its purported ability to calm troubled spirits. While usage of these items differ slightly depending on the customer's cultural practice, they are generally thought to ward off evil humors accumulated in the mind, body, and soul. Sure, I'm so tired today. Fascinating. Wood and stones. I thought health would be the realm of medicine and alchemy. You can use all sorts of things to help cleanse the body, dude. Makes me wonder what hidden powers the objects arrayed here might possess. Sorry. Weirdos putting crap around my house. Of course, I only sell products of proven repute, but even that is no guarantee that an item will positively affect one person will do the same for another. Some even purchase goods based solely on the fact that they're pleasing to the eye. Salves take many forms, as I learned. That explains the sheer variety. Do you travel the continent in search of new goods? Aha, not quite. I depend on gatherers such as yourselves mostly. That and a handful of trusted merchants. I dare not leave the shop unattended for long, you see. And, well, I have my reasons for not often venturing beyond the city gates. But enough of that, yes, there's work to be done. You can find what I need in the northern region of Kozayuka. As always, the higher the quality delivered, the better your reward shall be. I would like to test my hand at collecting both, KSFire. I hardly suspect you require any practice, so I trust you will decide which task better suits your skill. Yeah. Freaking minor. Because minor, is the higher one right now. Because, yeah, my botanist is at 92. want to travel to Akanu? No. So once again, this same situation. These nodes will have items that are normal for an area for gathering, but also have the specialty item added onto it. Hopefully this is a node I haven't, that I haven't gotten to, so I can show you. Nope. Oh, okay. So yeah, so we have up here Ra Ahuikanite, which I have never collected before. So these two are standard here, and then we have the special apothecary supply. There we go. That time rocked. Two, three, 4, 5. Is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And since this item is special to... Okay, well. Apparently it really wants me to collect these, because Revisit just popped up. But yeah, since this one's special to just this quest, it doesn't actually show up as an item. I think I got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So go back to Tulial. So it doesn't show up as an item you can collect, and it doesn't count towards any items you collect either. It does count as a collectible. So if you are working, let's see, it's under items, I think, collectibles. So like the other stuff, the stuff that you make on crafting, they count here as a collectible, and then here gathering as a collectible as well. They do count as collectibles, they just don't count towards let's see. Crafting and gathering. I'll use my miner. There is a... Oh, well, I have it, so I can't show you it. So there is... Gathering runes. So this miner recording discovery 260 unique items, it will not count for that. So just keep that in mind. These, at least the newer ones, where they're only available during the once you initiate his quest. So once you initiate this quest, that item will appear. Otherwise, it won't be there at all. So you can't like pre-gather it or anything else like that. The crafting ones you can pre-craft. But the gathering ones you can't do anything special. Oh, got too many purple scripts. Oh well. You've left me speechless once again. I'm almost afraid to examine your delivery for fear of tarnishing its beauty. I still have to maintain a delicate touch. This is more than suitable. Good work, Gasfire. You're quite good at this, I must admit. How many hours do you reckon you've spent searching for the Earth's finest bounties? Way too many, man. Because I gather for my crafting, and I gather for Lots of things. I am returned, woodcutting and amethyst. I hope they are up to your discerning standards. Welcome back, Uvlo. Let's have a look. Oh my. Well, I can certainly sell the wood cuttings as they are, but these amethysts, they're almost flawless. Where did you find such a rich vein? I'm something of an expert on the subject of minerals, you see. I hail from the snow-capped mountains of the Skate Range, where we have not but rock and snow to gaze upon. To the untrained eye, one stone is the same as another, but somehow singular essences with which we have learned to identify. My people believe that these to be the souls of our forebears returned to their ancestral home, and we carry them on our person as a form of protection. The Skate Range. I've never been, but your words paint a picture well enough. Few in my own continent have traveled so far, to say nothing of travelers from Tyrol. Do you have a map, Gasfire? I believe it would do Master Shuni well if we consulted it. You gonna show him where the good veins are? He's gonna show him where he's from. Here is the Skate Range. Red circle. Dominating central author, the mountains mark the border between the Burn and the former Kingdom of Dalmasca. My clan is known as the Viera, and their settlements can be found in and around the Skate Range. Kugama, my village, is among them. As is common with other Viera clans, women oversee day-to-day life in Kugama, while the men dwell outside its gates as protectors. Oh, so his is even the same. So it doesn't matter where we go. The Vieras are Vieras. Women run the world. At least in their race. The land is harsh and unforgiving, but the knowledge of our ancestors teaches us how to hunt when prey is scarce and forage when frost kills all but the hardiest plants. Is that why you're so pale skin? Is it just because you don't get much sun, dude? In this way, we lived until the Garlean Empire rose like a blight upon the earth. Although we never threatened them directly, the nations we called neighbors fell one by one to their ambition. Our elders decided to cut off all contact with the outside world, but as time went on, more and more came to realize that such extreme measures were untenable. And so, some years back, it was decided that one among us would journey into the outside world to gather the most precious resource of all, knowledge. They must grasp the complex workings of the larger world, attuning themselves to the pulse of modern life until it beats with their own. Then they must return to the village and teach all they have learned. And you are this person, I take it. My family name, Gawesev, means cloud, and like a cloud, I drift from land to land, eventually returning to my home to provide the nourishing rain of purpose to knowledge to my people. I see. That's why you're so eager to learn of the Shitona. From their way of life, I hope to extract valuable nuggets of wisdoms that will help my own people. When I heard of the Shitona, I imagined how we Vieras would live across the sea. So sorry. How would our long lives play in a different environment? What sort of society would we build? People so far apart, but so simple. I had to see for myself how you fared. Are you still impressed, or? I apologize for speaking so long. Thank you for lending us your map, Caspar. Tell you can deeply care for your people. They are my family. Although my path is not an easy one, I would climb even the sheerest cliff for their sake. You really would, wouldn't you? Ah, never mind that. Thank you for sharing your story with us, Yublo. And thank you both for a job well done. I look forward to hiring your services again, Caspar. Junyu is delighted with your efforts. He now considers you a great gatherer. In order to the next one, you have to progress further in the story. Ah, see, this one I'm not far enough. I'm not far enough in the story. But, you know, we were just doing the first two anyway, 90 and 93. And so, yeah. Thanks for coming along. You know, gathering ones are a little different than the crafting ones. You know, crafting, sometimes you have to gather them. You gotta go gather the materials, or you can prep ahead of time for some of them. But the gathers, you can only do them when you are in the gathering quest. They will only show up at those points. So, but thanks for coming along, and we'll see you in the next one.